I'm just going to make you a standard mod. And hey, if anybody comes into the live stream and they want to hit that like button, feel free to do so. I've decided that I'm going to go live at least until 5. Maybe I'll go till 5:10. I do not know. All I know is that I'm going live at least until 5. Forgot. I'm going to have to adjust the brightness on this so you guys can see me a little bit better. There, you guys can see me a little bit better. I don't know, should I keep my hat on or off? Because I like my hair right now, but I don't know if I like it. Yeah, it's a shame I can't watch it. I know, I literally just saw it on Ringside News, his Instagram. Ringside News' Instagram. I literally just saw on their Instagram page, they posted a photo, Drew McIntyre came back. I actually thought Drew McIntyre was going to return after the Seth Rollins-Finn Balor match. But then that would have had Finn Balor losing, and now I'm thinking that he's going to actually win the title, and Seth's not going to win. But hey, guys, if any of you are just now coming in and you want to hit that like button, you don't have to, but I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to see if I can get 10 likes on a live stream while I'm going live. Oh, and Yos, I'm going to make you a mod since I know you. And I think you were originally a mod on my stream. I think actually you were one of my manager mods. Actually, I think you were one of my manager mods because I knew you and I trusted you. But I think only Danny's the only manager mod on my live stream right now. And I trust him. At this point, I might just... Yeah, I know, man, just mess. Yeah. I can't remember if you're a manager mod or not, Austin. I know you're a mod because I can see your wrench, but I don't know if you're a manager mod just yet. I don't know if you're a manager mod. There are some people, I mean, because of the problem I had with the rogue mod situation on my channel, what I'm doing now is I'm limiting how many people I make mods, and I'm also limiting how many people I make manager mods. I think I'm gonna have to go back on YouTube because I have Google Chrome up right now. Not right now, but it's one of those things that I have constantly up. And one of the tabs I have on there is YouTube Studio, and so I can go in there and see at any time who my manager mods are. And I'm pretty sure I know I made Danny a manager mod. That's the one person I know I made a manager mod because I trust him more than anybody to get out all the bad seeds and stuff. And also my other even my regular mods. I trust you guys. I wouldn't have made any of the people that are mods on this channel. I would not have made them a mod if I didn't trust them to do a good job. Okay, it says I got 4 people in here and no likes. Let's see if we can change that a bit. Now, you guys know why I'm here. Wrestling Week in Review. I was not even sure if I was gonna go live. Actually, I was thinking about going live earlier when I thought Matt was gonna be going live. When a friend of mine, Matt Choice, was gonna be going live for a Money in the Bank live stream before. Hey, thanks, Roy. And my name's not Judgment Day Mike Harper now. I changed it. I actually changed it for... I actually changed my YouTube name for a short period. what it says when you change your name is that you can change it every 14 days. And so after I changed it last night, I'll probably have to wait like 14 days before I can change it back to Judgment Day, which is perfectly fine by me. It's it's the same channel. I just changed it. I just changed my name for a bit, for a short period. I'll change it back to Judgment Day Mike Harper soon. I just wanted to mess with somebody today. I wanted to mess with somebody today. Okay, Roy. Well, it's actually not showing that anybody's liked so far. Okay, okay, now it's saying someone's liked. Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay, now okay, now Austin's liked. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks guys. I'm trying to see if I can get I know it's been a while since I got 10 likes on a live stream as I was actually going live because I'm pretty sure that's the most likes I've ever gotten on one of my live streams. Like in terms of like as I was still going live. I know some people they will watch the live streams afterwards and then they will like, and that's great. I love that. But I'd like to see if I can get 10 likes on a live stream as I'm still going live. At least. And okay, so, and you know why I'm here? And you know why I'm here? Because you see obviously if you are here, you see the title and you know why I'm here, Wrestling Week in Review. To be honest, not that much to actually talk about, but I'll try to squeeze at least 41 minutes. No, I can't. I can't wrestle. I mean, maybe I can kick. Maybe I can perform a super kick. Maybe I can perform a knee to somebody. Like I can perform like a knee strike to somebody, but I can't wrestle somebody. I'm not a professional. I'm not even gonna try. I mean, maybe I could, but I don't know if I could do it. If I could do it. I just don't know if I could do it. But who knows? Maybe. I mean, if I really train hard enough, maybe I could. Yeah, but hey. Latin 50. Hey, bro. Thanks for coming. I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to be able to go live today because like I've said this actually before when I go live on Saturdays, is that Saturdays are the only day that I know for 100% certainty that I am going live. I'm doing great. Latin. Anybody that wants to everyone that wants to like the stream, they don't have to, but I am trying to see if I can get 10 likes on a live stream as I'm still going live, because I know that there are times where I go live and I don't get 10 likes before I end the live stream, but then eventually I'll get there afterwards, after certain people have watched the live stream and liked afterwards. But I'm trying to see if I can reach 10 likes today. Before I end the live stream. That's before I end the live stream, not after. Hey, Latin. Yeah, Latin. Hey, Austin, if you like games like Call of Duty and if you've heard of this game called Dying Light 2, my guy Latin 50, he live streams it. And also, what I've been allowing people to do now, and Roy, if you want, I can make you a mod. Because as a mod, I am now allowing all of my mods. If you want to, you can put the link to your channel in the chat, and let's see if we can get some of you guys some more subscribers. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm doing now, is I'm allowing my mods to put the links to their chat in the channel. Yeah, what he does, Latin, is he creates he has like WWE games that he plays, and he can create championship. And there's I guess WWE 2K 22 or 23, whichever one he he's playing currently. There's like a mode. There's like a thing where you can create your own titles and wrestling belts, like customize them however you want. And that's what he's asking you. Is that can he create you like a WWE custom title that he yeah, that's basically what he's doing. He says you can, yeah, because I've seen other people live stream WWE 2K22 or 2K23 now. Those are the only two I've really seen anyone live stream recently. And there's, and obviously there's like a section in there where you can create. Okay, yeah, 2K20. I've only really heard of 2K22 and 23. Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, just yeah, and if you guys want to put the links to your channels on in the chat, those who are actually here watching, feel free to do so, and let's see if maybe you can get maybe a few extra subscribers today. I want to. Ooh, that's a good color. That's a good choice, Latin. I don't think there's any WWE Championship that's red and black right now. I don't know. But yeah, you guys, Wrestling Week in Review. Wrestling Week in Review. I'll just say it, Monday Night Raw, largely uneventful. Uneventful mainly. There were some spots, there were some matches, there were some parts of the show that were actually somewhat good. I didn't expect it to be good, but the Women's Summit, at one point during the show, they had a segment where all of the women that were going to be involved in today's Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, they had all of them in one ring for like a summit. I think they did it last year with the men's participants in the men's match from last year on SmackDown. I think it was the SmackDown before the show, before Money in the Bank, or a week before. I can't remember, but they did it with the men, and then this year they did it with the women, and it was surprisingly good. A surprisingly good segment. Like because I've actually plugged this channel before on the live stream, but I am subscribed to a channel called WrestleLamia. It's WrestleMania, but the M in Mania switched with an L, and the N in Mania would be switched with an M, Yeah, actually, Austin, I don't think he'd mind. I don't think he'd mind that. Because if you just simply gave him a list of all the championships he can pick, I don't think he'd be able to decide. I've seen the list you give me whenever you ask me what championship I'd want, and it's too long of a list, I think. It's too many different titles for me to choose from. Like, I don't know, yeah, it's too many options. It's just to say it's too many options, too many good options. And so apparently every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Saturday, they do like an analysis. They, along with their news, wrestling news and rumors that they cover for that day, they also will do a analysis of the Raw from Monday night. On Thursdays, they'll do an analysis of AEW Dynamite. And on Saturdays, they'll do an analysis of the Friday Night SmackDown from the previous night. And that was one of the actual good segments. And that was actually one of the good things they had to say about the show. Surprisingly, I didn't think it was going to be that good. And so Monday Night Raw was largely not very good. There were some good segments, surprisingly good segments, but nothing that really stood out. NXT has actually been impressing me. It's been doing very good. For those of you who come on here and are actually wrestling fans. I know Lan50 probably has no idea what I'm talking about. I'm I'm just being legitimately like, I mean, maybe he does watch it a little bit, but I'm just so much of a fan of wrestling right now and WWE right now that I could probably go, and I have gone a whole hour basically talking about wrestling on this either on this channel or on the other channel that I was doing wrestling live streams on. And before I had to switch basically over to this channel on a more permanent basis, after obviously the obvious thing that I talked about where I said I couldn't get on, where I couldn't, where I eventually couldn't log into that Google account because I had gotten locked out of it. So I haven't been able to go live on that channel, or I haven't even been able to post videos. I have a main channel that has just over 1,000 subscribers, and I haven't been able to post a video or go live on that channel in probably a year. I don't know when was the last time I actually went live or posted a video on that channel. I actually am It's interesting. I actually subscribed to my own channel. I basically did that so that way if I ever wanted to, I could share some of my live streams from that channel and some of my videos from that channel. And you guys, if you guys wanted to, you can go watch those videos and like those videos if you feel like it. So basically, yeah, okay. Yeah, Roy, just like you. If there's anybody here that wants to put the link to their channel up in the chat, that's fine by me. I don't mind. I'm just gonna see if I can get some of you guys to maybe get some more subscribers. Now, I know, granted, I only usually can get about like 5, 6, maybe as much as 7 people in a live stream at once, and not all of them are actually Dogface Mox. Put you in timeout and hide you, because I know. Oh, and guys, don't worry. I know who Dogface Mox is, and he is the same guy that has come on to the live stream as me. He is the same guy that has come on as Danny Hogan. He is the same guy that came on as Riley Gilbert at one point. Thanks. Whoever did that, thanks. I think maybe it was either that. Thank you, Lan50. To be honest, I really do not know what I would do without you. Because, to be honest, I actually do not know how you do that. Because when I go live, it doesn't, I don't think it really shows me where you can do that. Because it shows you basically everything else. It shows you where you can like screencast, which I guess is for gaming live streams. It shows you like which audience you want to choose, whether your live stream or video is made for, whether your live stream is made for kids or not, or whether you want to age restrict your live stream. Every time I go live, every time I upload a video, whether it's for kids or not, I'm just gonna click on no, my videos are not made for kids. Even some of the live streams even some of the other videos some of the shorts I recently uploaded, they could be considered for kids, but I just decided I'm just always gonna click no, my videos are not made for kids. Is that really you? Is that actually you, Moxley? Is that actually you, Danny? Danny? I thought that was Mox. So that's actually you? Well, still on here, so I can still unhide him if it is you. Oh. Okay. I unhid you. And I'll add you as a mod, or as a standard mod, just to make up for it. I had no idea. I mean, yeah, I know, but is that actually Moxley's real face? I mean, tell me the truth. Is that actually Moxley's real face? If it is, I'm sorry, but he looks terrible. He looks weird. Like weirder than I do. If it is him, if that actually is his real face. I mean, if that is his real face, I'm shocked because I literally legit thought he would have looked a lot more menacing than that. I mean, the way he talks, you would think that he would actually like look like he talks like a trucker. You think he'd actually look a lot more menacing. I actually have watched a few of them. I've watched a few of them, Danny, and they're funny. They're funny. So okay, so that is you. I'm sorry. I thought that was Mox just screwing with me again, but it's okay. I guess you're the guy that I guess you're the third like. Oh, and hey, Danny, I've been doing this now for the last couple of times I've gone live. If there's anybody in the live chat if there's anybody that comes onto my live streams that would like to put the link to their channel in the chat, I do not mind. I do not mind you guys doing that. And oh, and hey, Danny, what do you think of my new channel name? What do you think of my new channel name? Does it remind you of anything, like a certain group? Like a certain group that Moxley just happened to be talking about last night on Matt's channel? I watched Matt's live stream last night. I didn't post anything on on my community tab because I figured that Moxley might not be the best thing because Moxley apparently checks my community tab to see what I'm typing, because yes, I did subscribe to Moxley's channel and I have seen some of the stuff that he's posted. None of the stuff that he's posted about me is good. God, I hate him. My God, I hate him, but I'm trying not to let anything that he's saying affect me. I mean, now that I've watched the videos on your Dogface Mox channel, I'm actually no longer afraid of him anymore. But that's not why I'm here. I got completely sidetracked. Danny got me sidetracked. Blame Danny. I don't blame you, Danny. I like you. You're funny. You're hilarious in your own way. And so, yeah. Yeah, that and 50. But yeah, Danny, if you want to put the link to your Daily Dan blog channel in the live chat, feel free. I'm going to see if I can get maybe some of you guys. I want to see if I can get some of you guys some more subscribers. Oh, and Danny, if you look, it will say that I did unhide Dogface Mox. Yeah. I did it to piss off Moxley. I did it to piss off Moxley because I saw the live stream last night. I saw it. And I also saw that Ghost Ranger and Dino Man are potentially going to form a group. Because I know Moxley was also talking about how he wanted teams back. And I know Mox got a little PO'd, got a little pissed off when Ghost Ranger won trivia last night. I mean, it's clear as the light. It's as clear as the day is bright that Moxley does not like it when anybody outside of the Unholy Alliance wins trivia on Matt's channel. Last night was basically a prime example. He got pissed. And I can't wait for tomorrow. Matt told me he was going to actually be live streaming tomorrow. I know, I know you have your main channel, Danny Staten, and then you've got Daily Dan Blog, you've got my cool dog, and you've obviously got that new channel, Dogface Mox, which I actually didn't know was I'm actually gonna tell you this right now. I didn't know that was you. I didn't know that was you. I actually thought that was Mox. That was Moxley because it was showing Moxley's face. Because I don't know if that's actually Moxley's real face. Because you still haven't told me if that's actually Moxley's face. If it is, I'm gonna be on. If that is Moxley's face, I'm relieved. I'm relieved. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. NXT has been steadily improving recently. Braun Breaker. I'm just gonna tell you this guy's right now. Braun Breaker. As soon as he gets up to the main roster, I don't know what Vince is gonna do with him. But I don't know, considering what happened with Scott Steiner when he came over to WWE in like 2000, late 2002 and into 2003, his run was basically just uneventful. I mean, just like Goldberg. Goldberg's run in WWE from when he came to WWE in 2003, I think it was the night after WrestleMania 19 into through WrestleMania 20 when he decided to just leave. It was uneventful. I mean, basically his entire run in WWE has basically been uneventful. Yes, his second run, he won Universal Championship twice. He's had many matches for the Uni. He's had many title matches. He had one match with The Undertaker that was a complete failure in every sense of the word. I haven't actually seen the match, but I've seen how many people just hated the match. I know even Undertaker himself said that he hated the match and that he hated that the match was so bad. I'm so glad we actually got an actual good retirement match out of Undertaker at WrestleMania 36 in that Boneyard match. I actually wanted to hear what you thought of that match, Danny, because I know it's been like 3 years ago, but still, that match. I have WrestleMania 30. I have WrestleMania 36 on DVD. I have WrestleMania 36 on DVD. I thought that match was very good, and that match was actually the perfect match to send Undertaker out, because WrestleMania 33 was not a good match for his retirement, because that was supposed to be his retirement. That was supposed to be. We know that. He came back WrestleMania 33, had a quick match with John Cena, which was, I guess, obvious, which I guess was to protect The Undertaker from really getting injured. Because obviously we know he was getting old, so he can't go like 20, 30 minutes like he did with Triple H at WrestleMania 27 in a no holds barred match, which was great. Despite the chair shot to the head, which was heavily criticized by Vince afterwards. Which I actually understand, considering their no violence policy, considering they were PG. Ooh, man, I just hiccuped. But yeah, NXT's been crushing it. I don't know what Braun Breaker is going to do once he does join the main roster. I actually do agree with the decision to keep him on NXT for the time being and turn him heel. Because basically their match at WrestleMania at Stand and Deliver was basically just a match between two guys who just respected the hell out of each other. It was basically just a match not just about the NXT Championship, but just about respect. Because both of them were, I guess at the time, even though Carmelo Hayes at the time was still, I don't know if you would have considered him a heel at the time, because that's what he was for the beginning of his run in NXT as the North American champion. But I don't know. But now Braun's a heel, and he's actually doing a very good job as a heel. He's basically what his father is, what his father was, just a modern. He's basically transformed himself into a modern day version of his Uncle Scott Steiner, with all the black that he's wearing. He's wearing all black, and I think that was basically a Scott Steiner thing. I can't remember, but he's basically turning himself into his uncle overnight, and it's been great. We got this week and last week was NXT's Gold Rush, NXT Gold Rush, which I guess is their version of like, which I guess what you could say is like NXT's version of Night of Champions, where all the titles are defended. And we got some good matches. We got a match for the NXT. Last week we got a great match for the World Heavyweight Championship. We got a good. I can't remember what else. We got a very good NXT North American Championship match between Tyler Bate and Wes Lee, which I'm still shocked that Tyler Bate isn't on the main roster. I mean, give us Tyler Bate. Give us Tyler Bate versus Gunther. I have said this before many times. I have now seen Gunther versus Tyler Bate NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff like at least 3 or 4 times now. The match lasted like almost for 40 minutes or so. I don't know how long the match actually lasted, but it had to last at least 40 minutes. And it was awesome. Yes, Tyler Bate lost, which was expected, considering at the time Gunther had only just won the title from Pete Dunne. You didn't think he was actually going to lose the title right after winning it. And I've seen Ilya Dragunov versus Gunther, both of their matches, now at least 4 times. To be honest, I saw the second match first because I actually watched NXT TakeOver 36 2021, which was SummerSlam weekend. Because at the time, I had Peacock. That was when I still had my iPad, and I had Peacock. I was subscribed to Peacock, the $4.99 plan, and I watched it. It was a great match. And then I eventually got to see the first match all the way because apparently WWE had uploaded one of those WWE playbacks that they sometimes do where they have a whole bunch of superstars watch a certain match. I don't know. I mean, I've been saying this for a while now. Give us Tyler Bate versus Gunther on the main roster. Obviously, like I just said, I told you, I've seen their match. I saw their match from NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff. NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff. A match that lasted at least 40 minutes. Tell me how that's a bad match. How a match that goes literally almost 40 minutes can be bad. And tell us how we get 2 great matches with Ilya Dragunov and Gunther. I actually think the first match was better because we actually got no crowds for that match. And so what you hear is the actual chops, the hits, the lariats, the power bombs. You hear everything. With a crowd, you actually might not be able to hear as much of what they're really doing in the ring. I mean, yeah. Oh, come on. I see Gunther being a world champion someday. Maybe not. I mean, you've heard the rumors. I've heard the rumors that Gunther could be in line to win the Royal Rumble in 2024 next year, which sounds about right because Gunther went the distance and basically it now holds the record for the longest time spent in a men's Royal Rumble match. Now, unofficially, the original record was Daniel Bryan, but we all know the problem. But we all know that WWE will not recognize any record that is currently held in any former WWE record that is currently held by a superstar not in the company. Daniel Bryan is in AEW. Of course, from now on, they are going to continue to say that Rey Mysterio is the original record holder for the longest time spent in a Royal Rumble match, even though Daniel Bryan broke his record at the 2018 Greatest Royal Rumble. I mean, I understand. I actually understand why, because they don't want to. Why they did that. I don't know. I don't know if Imperium. I don't know what they do with Imperium, but I mean, I know, I'm sure you've heard. I know you heard that at one point Vince McMahon was actually not sold on Gunther. Because I remember the reports after he had that segment with R-Truth. After he had that segment with R-Truth, and Vince McMahon apparently hated the segment. And Vince was convinced, and Vince was just so ready to just rip up everything that he had planned for Gunther at that point, and then was going to take the title off of him and was going to fire him right there. I'm not sure if he was going to actually fire him, but you pretty much had to think that was going to happen because we know Vince McMahon. We know the mass firings that happened between 2020 and 2021. Like, nobody's safe. And in WWE, nobody is safe. Not even the biggest stars in the company are safe. One bad segment, and Vince McMahon could turn on you in a second. I mean, Damian Priest won Money in the... Apparently, I was told by Dino Man on Messenger, by Dino Man, that Damian Priest won Money in the Bank. Now, obviously, I wanted LA Knight to win because I figured he was the obvious choice. The crowd loves him, and he seemed like the obvious choice given to help his push. Now, I know some people are saying, okay, well, he's so over, so actually, why does he need the title or the briefcase? Usually, you give the case to someone who isn't already getting a push or who isn't already beloved by the crowd. Like, no, that's a stupid reason not to give someone the Money in the Bank briefcase. That's like a Vince McMahon reason to not give someone the briefcase. I mean, in terms of who I thought before Logan Paul was added to the match, the two people that I thought had the best chance were actually Damian Priest and LA Knight. And look, I'm not going to say that I'm not a fan of Damian Priest, because I am, and I know LA Knight was Triple H's guy to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. And he's a Triple H guy, just in general, he's a Triple H guy, because he's in NXT, because he's from NXT. And you've seen, and I'm sure you've seen, Jason, I'm sure you have seen all, within the last 3 years, I could name all of the WWE, all of the former NXT superstars that Triple H basically fucked up on the main roster. I'm sorry to say that, the F word, but it's true. He screwed them over. Like Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, the first time, not the second time, because this time he's actually been doing a lot better. The first time, with the whole Shredder / Gladiator gear. Like, what was that? The mask? I'll admit it was interesting. It did look like something Shredder would wear. It did look like a Shredder-esque mask, but still, it was unnecessary. He didn't need it. And the suspenders? No. And you took away Scarlett, who is obviously the main focal point of his character. They're basically husband and wife now. You do not have one person without the other. It didn't work. Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, let's see. Tegan Nox, when she first debuted, I still don't know why they did this. Tegan Nox, Shotzi Blackheart, when they first debuted on the main roster, they immediately were thrown into a match into what looked like a program with the then women's tag team champions, Tamina and Natalya. They win their debut match as a team against Tamina and Natalya, and then both Tegan Nox and Shotzi get wins over both Tamina and Natalya. I can't remember which one faced who faced who, but that's what I know. They got 3 straight wins over the women's tag team champions, and yet no match was made for the women's tag team titles between the two of them. Instead, we got Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH, who seemingly got that tag team title opportunity. Now, granted, they were an okay team, but that was just ridiculous. And then, shortly afterwards, Tegan was shipped over to Raw. Shotzi stayed on SmackDown. Tegan gets fired, and well, you get what I'm talking about, right? Then we see Andrade. I mean, yes, he did get a run as U.S. champion. Yes, he was in the 2019 Men's Money in the Bank ladder match, and I am actually somewhat surprised that WWE, I think it was either Thursday or Friday. No, I think it was Thursday. It was Thursday. They actually uploaded the Men's Money in the Bank ladder match onto their YouTube channel from 2019. Andrade was in the match. Andrade is in AEW now. I'm surprised they were willing to upload a match to their YouTube channel that features a former WWE superstar that's no longer in the company. I mean, granted, they also have now officially uploaded the WrestleMania. They have finally uploaded the WrestleMania 37 main event between Edge, Roman Reigns, and Daniel Bryan, which I'm also surprised by, because considering Daniel Bryan's no longer in the company, you wouldn't think they'd want to. I'm sorry, guys, I'm sorry to be talking so much about this, but I just really don't know what's going on here. What the? Grayson Waller. Okay, something is fishy. Grayson Waller and Johnson. I don't know. I'll check that out. I'll check that out later when I get the chance. Something just happened. Something just came up on my phone. I just got like a notification from Instagram. I just got a notification. Ringside News. I posted a photo, and it had a picture of Grayson Waller and John Cena. Like, what? I thought we were rumored to be getting a John Cena versus Logan Paul match at SummerSlam. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on here. But yeah, I'm just letting you guys know. Let's see, Andrade. I can't really think of anybody else that was a former NXT superstar that got messed up by Vince. Well, Hit Row, the first time they came on the main roster was Swerve Strickland, with Swerve. That was doomed because they got like maybe a few segments. They maybe got like one in-ring segment when they debuted. They had like, I think, one match, maybe 2 matches. And then they had that segment where Shanky and Jinder Mahal dissed them. And then that was like basically the end of it. That was basically the end of it for them. They eventually got fired. I'm sorry, guys, but that was just not right. Now let's see. Now let's keep talking. Okay, so NXT Gold Rush this week wasn't that bad. We got a NXT Women's Championship match between Thea Hale and Tiffany Stratton. This match ended in controversy because when the match ended, Tiffany Stratton had actually tapped out to the Kimura lock because apparently Thea Hale has been training the Kimura, has gotten a new finisher in her arsenal, which is the Kimura lock, which is interesting because I've only ever seen Brock Lesnar do it, and she actually does a pretty good she actually does it very good. And I guess she's been receiving training from Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey. Both of them are pro submission specialists, which I guess is the reason why they distracted the referee. And eventually Tiffany Stratton was able to win the match, but then after the match, we got Andre Chase back, which I can't even remember why Andre Chase had left. If Andre Chase had been injured or whatever, but I don't know. We got an NXT tag team title match between Idris, I don't even know their names, against Gallus. They lost. And then we also got an interesting segment between the Dyad and the Creed brothers. And apparently, I think it's going to be this week, this upcoming NXT, there's going to be a loser leaves NXT match between the two teams. What I could see happening is they have the Dyad win, which means the Creed brothers would leave NXT, which I'm not sure if that means they're going up to the main roster, but that's the only thing I can think of. That it means you're leaving NXT, but you're going up to the main roster, which I don't mind. Put them in the tag team title situation. Maybe put them in as heels because currently the tag team champions are faces, and I don't know if they'd want just a face versus face tag team match. I mean, it'd be interesting if they were to do it and make the match just all about respect, about how the Creed brothers respect what Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens do, and then they turn them heel, and then they turn heel at the end by attacking Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. I mean, get that heat. Because currently, I think Sami Zayn, despite the fact that he's now just a tag team champion and not the Undisputed Champion, which is what a lot of people were wanting to happen, I feel like Sami Zayn is still getting cheered like he was when he first turned on Roman Reigns. Maybe not the same level of cheers, but he's still pretty much one of the top baby faces according to the fans. Him and Kevin Owens, because they both get cheered the hell out when they come out. So that's what I think could be happening, is they could be setting this up for one of the two teams to go to the main roster. Now, what happens with Ivy Nile, I do not know, because maybe they take all of the Creed brothers, all of the Diamond Mine, and move them all up to the main roster, including Ivy Nile, and she could definitely be a baby face that could challenge Rhea Ripley and put on a good match. She's got that I guess that bulldog / dragon sleeper submission hold that a lot of people were not able to. I mean, she was winning when she first debuted, she got a lot of wins using that move, and she was on like a winning streak. Her first loss was, I think, actually to Meiko Satomura in a match for the NXT UK Women's Championship before NXT UK became disbanded. But I could see Ivy Nile going up to the main roster and called to the main roster, and I could see them doing this, and they're doing this in a time where it's right before SummerSlam, and I know a lot of debuts that happen either right after WrestleMania and like right after SummerSlam. SummerSlam and WrestleMania are basically WWE's two biggest shows. And so I can see why people why they would want to debut people after those two shows. Oh, okay, I got a 6th like. Okay, thanks to the 6th person to like my live stream. Oh, okay, so now, guys, it is after 1. I just want to talk for a short period about about Dynamite. It was okay. It wasn't the best Dynamite ever, actually. Wasn't even that good. There was a bunch of filler matches. I mean, a bunch of matches that were okay and were good, but just didn't serve any purpose. We had a good 6-man tag team match between Keith Lee, Orange Cassidy, and El Hijo del Vikingo, however you say his name, against the JAS of Matt Menard, about basically 2.0 and Daniel Garcia of the JAS. And then we got I can't remember what else we really got, but it wasn't much. We got a tornado tag team match between Jericho and Sammy Guevara versus Sting and Darby Allin. Apparently, Sting lost a tooth during that match. And that spot where he did the moonsault, I guess, where he did his best Jeff Hardy impression to Sammy Guevara, that was, I think, had to be a botch because that spot was, the table was not where I think it needed to be, and he didn't connect, not as good as, I didn't even connect like I thought it was. Like, and I've seen the video of the impact, and it didn't look like he actually. And I'm sure he was supposed to go through the entire table, and he really didn't go through the entire table like you normally would in a table spot like that. And then, so basically, Dynamite wasn't that good. Don't have much to talk about. SmackDown was okay last night. I know it was pre-taped, but I still watched it when it came on at 8. It was still not that bad of a match. It's still not that bad. We got a decent tag team match between Pretty Deadly and basically went like about 15 minutes. Wasn't that much. Wasn't that bad. We got a U.S. Championship Contenders match between Ridge Holland and Austin Theory. Kind of pointless. We got a completely pointless match in Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. And now I am hearing rumors that Charlotte Flair might be added into the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Like, tell me that Vince McMahon is not trying to make sure this pay-per-view fails. Because Charlotte Flair winning Money in the Bank would be the ultimate disrespect to the women who earned their way into that match. The only person who should be winning the women's Money in the Bank ladder match this year is Io Sky. I'm sorry, but that is the ultimate Vince McMahon booking if I ever saw it. Charlotte Flair, a Vince McMahon pet project. She's blonde, she's pretty, she's athletic, and she's a Flair, so she's going to get a whole bunch of titles and a whole bunch of title shots that really she doesn't need simply because of her last name. That sucks. And if she is in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, and I will probably watch the matches later, or I'll see when WWE uploads, I guess, the replay, I guess some of the highlights from the matches and segments tonight from today's Money in the Bank ladder match on their YouTube channel. And if I see that Charlotte Flair was added to the Money in the Bank ladder match and she won, I'm going to go ballistic because that does not need to be happening. Charlotte Flair does not need to be in the match. In the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, I mean, what's she going to do? All she really needs to do, I mean, she doesn't even need to win the briefcase to get a title shot. All she needs to do is just demand it like she always does. All she really needs to do to get a title shot is to do exactly what she's always done. Demand it. She goes up to Adam Pearce, says, give me a title shot. And he says yes. That's what she does. She doesn't need a Money in the Bank contract to get a title match that she already feels like she's owed. All she has to do is just say it, and it's made official. It sucks. It sucks. Literally. It sucks, and I don't feel sorry for WWE fans. Well, guys, it is now after 5, and it's not quite 10 at 4 hour, but I want to go anyway, but I want to go anyways. So I just want to thank you all for coming. We got up to 6 likes, which actually is not bad. Which isn't bad at all, but I wanted to get up to 10 likes before I ended my live stream, but it's okay. I got 6, so that's not bad. Not a bad number at all. I want to thank you guys for coming on. And I guess I don't know when my next workout live stream will be. I was thinking of going for one this past week, but I just didn't get it. I just didn't get around to doing it. Either I get bored and I just don't want to do it, or I just get busy and I have other stuff that I do, and then I just don't get around to doing it. I will try to do a workout live stream this week. For sure, I will try to do one. When? I have no idea. It, like I've said before, it just depends on whether or not I feel like doing one and whether I just have the time to do it. But I want to see you guys later, and until next time, peace. See you guys later. Bye.